doing right when it hurts. The Lord will vindicate his people and will have compassion on his servants. A few years ago, somebody dealt unethically with Victoria and me in a business deal. This person didn't keep his end of the bargain and ended up cheating us out of a lot of money. Victoria and I were tempted to want to pay him back and make his life miserable. After all, he made us suffer. Why not make him suffer? It was difficult, but we had to force ourselves to do the right thing, which was to turn the matter to God. We said, God, you know we are being mistreated. You know this man is doing, what this is doing is wrong. But God, we are not going to try to get even. We are not going to try to avenge ourselves. We are counting on you to make it up to us. This process continued for several years, and we did not see any change. We had to keep reminding ourselves that God is a God of justice. God is going to pay us back for doing the right thing. God is going to settle our case. One day, out of the clear blue, God supernaturally stepped in and turned that situation around. He not only moved the man out of our lives, but he paid us back in abundance for everything he had taken. Sadly, the man who tried to cheat us eventually lost his family and his business, his reputation, everything. And I certainly don't wish that on anybody. But that too is the justice of God. You cannot go around continually doing wrong, cheating people, sowing bad seeds, and not expect it to eventually catch up to you. We will reap what we have sown. The scripture says, never avenge yourself, but leave the way open for wrath. Notice, if you try to pay people back, you are closing the door for good to do it. Either you can do it God's way or you can do it your way. If you're going to let God handle it, you can't have the attitude of, I'm going to show them what I'm made of. That will prevent God from avenging you his way. If you want to keep that door open so God can bring true justice into our life, you have to totally turn it over him. Maybe you have been working through a situation and you have been doing the right thing for a long time. Perhaps this has been going on month after month, maybe year after year, and now you're wondering, is God ever going to change this situation? Is God ever going to bring about justice? Does he even care about what I'm going through? Don't give up. Keep doing the right thing. God is building character in you. You are passing that test. Remember that the greater struggle, the greater the reward. The scripture says, don't get tired of doing what's right, for in due season you will reap if you don't faint. Don't grow weary, trust God to bring justice in his timings, not yours. When David was just a young man, he was anointed by the prophet Samuel to be the king of Israel. Not long after that, he defeated the giant Goliath and he became an instant hero throughout the land. People loved him and his popularity rating soared off the charts. But King Saul, Israel's ruler at the time, became extremely jealous of David and started doing all sorts of unfair things to David. He had to flee to the mountains, living on the run, going from cave to cave month after month. Ironically, David hadn't done anything wrong. He had treated Saul with respect and honor. Yet Saul turned around and paid him back by attempting to kill him. David could easily have gotten bitter. He could have said, God, I thought you chose me to be the king. What's going on here? But David didn't do that. He kept a good attitude, refusing to hurt Saul even when he had the opportunity. Although Saul was treating him right, David still respected Saul's positions of authority. It's easy to respect those in positions of authority as long as they are being kind enough to us or when we agree with them. But the true test comes when you get a Saul in your life, when somebody treats you unfairly for no apparent reason. If you will keep the right attitude, God will promote you at the proper time. Today's prayer for your best life now. Father, I'm trusting you. You want to turn the negative situations in my life for good. I refuse to try to get even, and I will not allow myself to remain discouraged because of how someone else is treating me. With your help, I will return good for evil and love in the face of oppression, hatred, and indifference.